guys, so it's Keoshia and I'm back for another Savvy Saturday. If you like my Savvy Saturday videos, please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from me. And without further ado, let's just get into today's video. Okay, so today's video is a continuation of my budgeting series. If you guys have not watched the first video, I'll go ahead and link it above and link it down below so that you guys can catch up. So last week we talked about why we wanted to start a budget, and I wanted you to go back and think about long and hard, why do you want to budget, and put it in the comments of last week's video. If you're just now coming, you can go ahead and go and watch last week's video, do that exercise, and then come back to today's video. It's completely fine. You can do this at your own pace, because once I start recording, I will save it in a playlist and you can always watch it over and over again. So that's the good thing about the internet, right? So today we're gonna kind of discuss the steps it takes to start a budget. You can't just willy-nilly just dive into a budget. You have to make preparation, you have to gather information. And the first thing you need to know is, right now, if you are here, you definitely need a budget. If you're watching this budget series, you are in need of a budget. And so I want to ask you a couple of questions, and I want you to think about them, and then I want you to see if it's a yes or no answer to the question I'm going to ask you. So the first question is, do you run out of money at the end of each month? Yes or no? So when you get finished paying all your bills and stuff like that, at the end of the month, are you scraping by till that next paycheck? And it may not even be the end of the month. If you get paid once a month, then it may be end of the month. If you get paid every 2 weeks, after that 2 weeks, and you sitting there waiting for the next 2 weeks to come so that you can have more money in your pocket, because you have spent every last dime, you have exhausted every penny you have made in those last 2 weeks, those months, week, or however often it is that you get paid, and you just cannot wait till your next paycheck. If you answer yes to that, then you need a budget. So my next question is, do you earn plenty, but you are still living paycheck to paycheck? And what that means is you make a decent amount of money, you are living, you think, within your means, because if you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're not living within your means. Do you have to budget your paycheck and say, okay, I can't pay this bill this paycheck, but I'll pay it next paycheck, or I can only pay half of my bill this month and I can't pay the rest of it till next month? Then you are living paycheck to paycheck. Everything is based off when you get paid. And what I mean by that is, for me, instantly, when I first started, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was definitely living negative paycheck to paycheck at first. And then once I got caught up on all my bills, then I was living basically paycheck to paycheck. And I could not pay anything that was due until the next paycheck came. So say, for instance, my first paycheck, I had to pay all of these bills, and then the last bill was my light bill, and it wasn't due until, say, the 17th of the month, but I didn't get paid till the 21st. Well, I didn't have enough money from that first paycheck of the month. I had to wait till the 21st, therefore making my light bill be late because I did not have enough money in the first paycheck to pay for the light bill. I'm not saying that I didn't have enough money to pay my light bill. I just didn't have enough money to pay it on time when I was supposed to. And that's what living paycheck to paycheck means. You can readily pay your bills, but you may not pay them when they're actually due, but you will get them paid by the end of the month. That makes sense. So is that a yes? Then you need a budget. The last question is, do you ever look at your savings? Do you look at your savings account and be like, why do I not have more money? Where is all of my money? At the end of the month, I know I have $700 left after I pay all of my necessary bills, and yet I have $5 in my savings account. Why? Why, when you have $700 left? I mean necessities. This is like light bill, car note, groceries, gas, and you still don't have any money in your savings account. Not a dime. $5 ain't nothing, sis. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it isn't. Then if you answer yes to that, then you need a budget, because you are just wasting your money away and you have nothing to show for it. Yeah, you may have a closet full of clothes, you may have this, but if your car broke down today, could you come up with $500? Clearly not, because you only got $5 in your savings account. Okay, you are basically one paycheck away from going into financial ruin if you have no savings. Okay, so if you answer yes to that question, then you need a budget. So after you answer that, you say you need a budget, yes, that also lets me know that you need to track where you are spending your money. That means that you need to write down every single dime that you spend. I'm actually gonna have a little, I'm gonna scoot over a little bit so I can put this screen over here. So I'm looking down, excuse me, I'm gonna try to look up and down because I'm gonna be recording my screen so you guys can see what I'm seeing. See what I'm doing basically, so excuse me for that. But you need to track your spending. And when I say track your spending, I mean track your spending like every single dime that you make. And so I'm going to show you a tracker sheet that I have actually created. I will link it down below if you guys want to download it. It will be a PDF, like a Google Doc such situation. So you will have to either print it out or you will have to save it. So don't email me saying, I need you to unlock the spreadsheet. I'm not going to unlock the spreadsheet. The answer is no, okay? I need you to either print it out, print you multiple copies. I need you to download it into your Google Docs and save it as your own little thing, okay? Because I will not, if you email me saying email this user to the answer is gonna be no, I'm not gonna unlock it, okay? Because if I unlock it, then you're gonna change my original sheet, and I don't want you to change my original sheet. So you gotta save it or print it. Them your two options, okay? I'm going to record my screen and show you what I'm doing. If you're just now starting budgeting, I just want you to go ahead and track what you're spending for the next week, okay? So starting today or starting tomorrow on Sunday, it doesn't matter, whenever your week start, I want you to write down every single dime that you spend, okay? So on this screen, as you can see, it says spending tracker, has date, description, category, the method, and the amount. So what I want you to do is I want you to take this and I want you to put, let's say today is February the 15th, okay? Today I am going to Best Buy. I know I'm going to Best Buy because I need some new memory cards. All right, in description, Best Buy. The category is, I don't know, spending. And you can have different categories, and we'll go over that in another episode or whatever. So you can just, you can put electronics, you can put YouTube, whatever you're spending on. Like my category for this case would probably be YouTube, for the simple fact that this is what I need the memory card for. And the method I'm going to pay is I'm going to use cash, okay? And the amount of the memory cards, I think, is like $70. Okay, so we have $70 spent at Best Buy on today. So today I think I'm going to need to buy some gas. We're going to go to 15. We're going to go Shell station because that's usually where I go. I'm going to put the category as gas, or maybe you can put car maintenance, whatever you would like to. Pay cash, and usually it takes $30 to fill up my car, and so on and so forth. So you will continue to do that. Everything. So you know, if you gotta go to the grocery store, you put Aldi, put groceries, cash, $50. Sorry, I know I have a very messy handwriting, but that does say $50. And you just keep doing that, and don't think that you have to pay cash for everything. We haven't even made it to that step of cash envelopes. You have to do a whole lot before you can even get to the cash envelopes, especially if you're in a negative balance. There's a lot that goes into that. You can put tomorrow, just say to 16. Tomorrow you need to go, I don't know, to church. And you need to pay your tithes and offering. And you pay it with a check. Put CK for check, and it was, you know, $100. That is what you're going to do, and you're going to get down to the bottom and you're going to total that up. So right now we're at 70 and 30 is 150. So far we spent $250. Okay, and that is how you determine your spending, and you're going to do that for a complete week. So you will have to make copies of this. You will have to go into and make sure that you are writing everything down. You check it off when you wrote it down, you know, the method that you're using, what category you would like to put it in. And these categories will be relevant later. They won't be relevant today, but just start thinking about categories that you need. And some of the categories, let's just go through some of the categories. For me, I have cash envelopes, okay? So my categories are groceries, okay? I can't spell. Y'all know I can't spell. Don't talk about me. Groceries. I have gas or fuel, whatever you would like to call it, because I think of gas as my gas bill, like for the house. I have personal spending. I have dining out. I have household. So that's what I mean by categories. And then these are like my cash ones. And then sometimes I use my card, like for YouTube. If I get paid for YouTube, I keep it in this YouTube category and I use my card to pay for it. What else I use my card to pay for? Car maintenance, I use my card to pay for. I use my card to pay for all of my fixed expenses. So that's like, ooh, that ain't how you spell fixed, Keoshia. For all of my fixed, dang it. Y'all, don't mind me, I'm still learning how to use my iPad. There we go. So all your fixed expenses, so this is like your light bill, your gas bill, your water bill, and all of that comes out of my account. I don't just go there and willy-nilly give them a check. So that is what I mean by tracking your expenses. And I want you to track your everyday bills, your light bill, your water bill, your gas bill. This is stuff that you need to know in order to start a budget, okay? So that's what I want you to do for the week. I'm gonna put your spreadsheet down below and I'm gonna tell you, you know, you're gonna follow this method. You're gonna print as many as you need to, save as many as you need to, and keep up with your spending. And of course, I'll tell you what to do with it later. Like, okay, Keoshia, you're saying do all this stuff. You're telling me to track my spending and write this down and do that. Why am I doing this? Why do I need to track my spending? And there are several reasons why you need to track your spending, okay? First of all, you need to know where your money is going. If you, like I said, are sitting down there paycheck to paycheck and you don't know where your money went, or if you don't have any savings, you make a decent amount of money, you need to find out where you're spending your money. And the only way you're going to find out where you're spending your money is if you write down where you're spending your money. Point blank period. You can't just think off the top of the head you're going to remember where you spent money. I don't remember where I spent $5 yesterday. If I don't write it down, I don't know where I spent it, okay? And so if you want to know exactly what you're spending your money on, where you're spending most of your money, where you're spending least of your money, then you need to write it down. Therefore, you will be able to track where it is that your money is going, especially if you don't know where it's going. It helps you meet your goals. Like I said, if you make enough money and you thought you should have at the end of the year $6,000 in your savings account and you ain't got but $500, you want to know why you only have $500 in your account. If you track your spending, it will tell you where your money went. These little sheets will tell you, okay, Keoshia, you don't have $6,000 in your savings account because you only put $500 in the whole year, and the rest of the year you're spending on electronics, you're spending on clothes, you went on this vacation here, you spent it on Christmas, you went to the spa. You know, it's gonna tell you where your money has went. It forces you also to prioritize. It forces you to look at your spending and say, okay, I don't spend $600 on dining out, and I could have put that in, at least half of that into my savings account. I cannot spend $600 in 2 months going out to eat. That is just ridiculous, okay? Or I've been on 6 vacations this year and they cost me $10,000. Okay, maybe I need to dial it back, go on half of the vacations, only spend $5,000 and put the other $5,000 in my savings. And I know these numbers are big. I'm just using these as the extreme so you can understand what I'm saying. It also shines a light on your bad habits, okay? So your bad habits could be going shopping too much. You might go to, I don't know, Nike, the Nike store, and every month you buying 3 new pairs of Nikes. And all you see over your bank statement, all you see over this spending tracker is Nike, 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 Nike. Now you know where Nike got all your money, sis, and all you doing is walking around with shoes on, and you can't even wear all the shoes at one time, and half of them probably still in your closet, and you ain't even worn them yet. But you gave Nike all your money, and you wonder why your bills are behind, you wonder why you can't go on vacation, you wonder why you ain't got no savings, because you gave all your money to Nike. Do you see what I'm saying? And then it allows you to control your financial situation. It allows you to put a stop to frivolous spending, put a stop to overspending, save more money. And some of the reasons why you need to track your spending. Your mission for the next week is to use this spreadsheet. If you don't want to download it, you can just get a regular sheet of paper. You can write it in a notebook, whatever you would like to do. Keep it in your cell phone. It doesn't matter. Keep it on a spreadsheet. Whatever you would like to do, I want you to track your spending for the next week, okay? And I want you to write everything down, and then next week I will tell you what to do with those numbers, or I'll tell you the next step, okay? So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.